This is Daily Armenia, ＳիվիլNeթ's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. French President Emmanuel Macron took aim at both Russia and Azerbaijan in a sharp critique of their actions regarding the ongoing tensions in the region and beyond. Speaking to France's diplomatic corps in Paris yesterday, Macron expressed concern over Russia's switch of support away from Armenia and about Azerbaijan's attacks on France for supporting Armenia. Macron stated, Russia, by abruptly changing its alliance, supported the actions of Azerbaijan because for the first time Armenia had a prime minister who courageously stood up to it. Regarding Azerbaijan, Macron declared, France has itself been attacked by unacceptable interference in most of its overseas territories, and particularly in New Caledonia in recent months by Azerbaijan, which thought that would settle its own misunderstandings because we defend international law and Armenia. Last month, a French government intelligence body released a report detailing what it described as attempts by Azerbaijan to foment unrest and independence movements in French territories, most notably during riots in the Pacific territory of New Caledonia that saw at least 13 people killed. Azerbaijan quickly dismissed Macron's accusations. A spokesperson for the Azerbaijani Foreign Ministry called the claims baseless and provocative. At a time when real conditions for peace have been created in the region, we strongly condemn such statements, which question Azerbaijan's sovereignty, fuel revanchism in Armenia, and encourage the militarization of that country, the spokesperson said. This diplomatic spat highlights the growing political complexities in the South Caucasus that have unfolded in the wake of the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war. In his Christmas address yesterday, the Catholicos of all Armenians, Garegin II, sharply criticized Armenian society for lies, lawlessness, ill will, and vindictiveness, while addressing the aftermath of the Artsakh ethnic cleansing and Azerbaijan's continued occupation of sovereign Armenian territories. Today, our country is troubled by these internal problems, a vicious phenomenon that cause distrust, indifference, hostility, and division in society, and lead to the weakening of the nation, the Catholicos stated in his annual Christmas message. The Catholicos emphasized the plight of Artsakh Armenians who suffered major losses and were forced from their homeland, while also expressing concern about Azerbaijan's ongoing threats and new demands. His message highlighted the need for national unity and called on Armenians not to emigrate, but rather to live and create on their native land. This comes amid ongoing tensions between the Armenian Apostolic Church and the government, which intensified after the 2020 war. The Church has repeatedly criticized the way the authorities handle national security issues, and what it perceives as attempts to diminish traditional values in Armenian society. The disagreements escalated last year as Archbishop Bagrat Galstanian led demonstrations across the country, demanding the resignation of Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan. Former Deputy Chief of the Armenian Armed Forces General Staff, Lieutenant General Tiran Khachatryan, was arrested and subsequently detained over the weekend on charges of military negligence during the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war. Armenia's investigative committee accuses Khachatryan, the former commander of the Southern Group of Forces in 2020, of negligence for failing to implement key management measures during combat operations. The case has garnered significant attention due to Khachatryan's status as a national hero of Armenia, a title he received for his service during that war. His relationship with the government deteriorated in February 2021 when he was dismissed from his position in the General Staff, leading to military leadership demanding the resignation of the Prime Minister and the government the following day. Pashinyan later referred to the events as a coup attempt. Khachatryan's defense asserts his innocence, arguing that his detention is politically motivated and aimed at punishing him for his outspoken political and civic activities, while using him as a scapegoat to assign blame for Armenia's defeat in the war. Check out the summary of our interview with Benjamin Pogosyan, a senior analyst at the APRI Armenia Research Center. In the interview, Pogosyan argues that Baku has abandoned efforts towards signing a peace treaty with Armenia after ethnically cleansing Nagorno-Karabakh in 2023, and is not interested in normalization at all. In Pogosyan's assessment, Azerbaijan views its current strength as an opportunity to extract further concessions from Armenia, particularly regarding its southern regions. Read the full article by following the link in the description. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.